Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our. My brain melted. Sorry, it is not one of my games unless I have had my words stop working. Welcome to Blood Price, our Sabbat Vampire the Masquerade game. I am your Cosmic GM, Sophonomicon, and I am joined by Nexus, played by Virissa Rave, Edith Mau Mau, played by Ms. Hearts, Andre Ducot, played by Lord Rodon, and Austin Chef Bourdain, played by Black Coffee Chase. Goodness gracious. So, when we last left off with our pack of Canites, they had gone to investigate one of the last safe houses on the list they'd found for the Toreador Dolly, who appears to be not only an issue with them, but also the knights of the city. Upon investigating everything, they discovered a strange party going on at a household, then met up with a man named Anton. And after inviting him to come along with them, they are now headed into this darkened building. So, you all stand outside the door. What are you going to do?
Slip on me brass knuckles.
So what exactly were we expecting inside here?
Possibly Dolly, possibly
Dolly?
her little creations. I'm gonna activate toughness just in case, which is a rouse check from me.
Right.
I'm successful.
Combat stim time. Got
Maybe. Possibly. I just want to be ready. I don't know what we're gonna find in here.
Yeah, so if we're doing that, I'll activate prowess.
Just in case, you know what I'm saying? It's dark in here. I don't know.
All right. Any other people activating anything?
Yeah, I would like to do.
Definitely activating my Eyes of the Beast, so that way it's dark in here don't mean squat.
Fair enough. Chase?
I'd like to do rapid reflexes and also heightened senses.
All right.
And I would like to listen in to see if we can't get a better grasp of our situation.
So heightened senses, ears. So, it would be a computer. If you would.
Like if any smells, any sound.
It's going to be a wits awareness test.
Cool.
Ooh. Would you like to re-roll any of those?
No, thank you.
You don't hear anything except the quiet, gentle wind of this evening.
Excellent.
Anything else anyone wants to do?
So the door is completely closed, right?
Yes. The building, to give a proper explanation at the front of this building, it's like an older, probably like an older foundation with a newer building built on top of it, where it's clearly parts of this building are older than the others. The facade you're faced with is pretty clean, normal wooden building, basic wooden door. There's just parts where there's clearly stone walls with wooden walls built next to them or attached in. But as you're faced, you have a single large door. Clearly this door is fully shut and closed, no things, and the 2 windows that are there are completely blocked out. Whether that be curtains or blinds, you're not sure, but it is dark.
Okay.
Hey, have you ever been in this building before?
I assume you're asking that to
Sorry.
Anton?
Yeah.
No. Vincent doesn't let anyone in. But I've seen at least through the door once. I know that it opens up to just a hallway.
Is there any back entrances?
Hmm.
Should we go in the front door? Or through a window?
There might be something around the side. I think I once saw like a, floor-style cellar door. I don't know if that's exactly what it was, but might lead to the basement of the building.
Well, I would get ready for anything.
So
Last time.
should we barricade that door?
The cellar door?
So that's the cellar door, so that no one tries to escape.
Sure. I can think of something. I could probably get into that door. And he just starts walking towards the side of the building. And you hear him, like, he pushes in his hands. You hear that crack of his knuckles. And as he walked by you, he also has Eyes of the Beast up. Clearly, he is very much prepared the same way you all are. Is anyone going to follow Anton around the side of the building?
I will 100%.
So, coming around the side of the building, it's far more the stone facade on this side, but you can see built towards the ground there are a large set of double doors set almost into the ground with a little bit of, little bit upward. They are completely unchained, but there is, the best way to put it is there's something wrong. You don't know why, but the minute you look at them, it's like something in your brain tells you something's wrong. And I need you to make a, hear me out on this, wits occult.
Okay.
Little did you know, wits is my strongest mental test, so I'm
Hey.
perfectly fine with that.
I'm so proud of you.
Hey.
So as you are looking at this door, that itching feeling in the back of your mind, you take a moment, and then suddenly it's like a memory triggers. You recognize this feeling. You can't see it on the outside. Clearly, whatever this would be is on the inside of this door. But that energy, that feeling, your eyes of your beast know what this is. It is a type of ward. But it is one that is not common. There's very few people in the city who know how to do it. One of which is someone who has worked for Raphael before. But then again, those people tend to work for a couple of the knights. It's the reason the sanctuaries are as safe as they are. You know that this ward basically is an alert. If not a wall in and of itself, stopping someone from entering. And it's powerful enough that you can see it from the outside. That's disturbing the shadows around it.
So is this the type of war that would normally just keep one person out, or just a type of thing out?
That you are not sure. You would actually need to see what the ward looks like. You're just used to feeling this kind of energy. You've been in a room where one was created.
Okay. Whatever you do Do not open those doors.
Anton, by this point, he had gone over and was lifting up what appears to be just a bale of hay. He kind of slides it to the side, and he's reaching farther, and he's reaching for what appears to be a rusted out metal shell of possibly a tractor. And like about 3 seconds into him grabbing it, he turns back to you with a weird grin on his face. And he just says, "So you noticed too?"
There's a ward on there, so we might need to go quite so. He looks over at the tractor and is like, never mind. Continue.
He grabs the tractor. He looks at you. You want to help?
Hop on over there and help out our good little Gangle friend.
I believe this would just be strength and strength. I think that's
Strength?
to use
Just-
physical to just lift something, if I'm not wrong, is strength and strength.
Fine by me. Dice.
Oh,
I rolled 8 dice.
would you like to re-roll any of those?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
2
I'm
successes.
So sorry. I rolled.
Don't mind me while I'm pulling up something.
One of
in
which
my
is a bestial
notes.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not fucking great. It's not good.
It's really impressive if you look at it statistically.
Right. A talent.
Like the one with 6 dice, I rolled 5 heads. This one, 11 dice. I rolled 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least you didn't fail at moving the tractor. It's succeeding, but with spice, with flavor. With some extra.
That's a bestial failure. That's not a messy crit. That's a bestial failure.
If
Yeah,
only
it's a failure. That's not succeeding with spice.
Nope.
Again, a matter of
Dude,
perspective. Y'all are so fucking
failing with
negative.
spice. That is
You guys
failing
are
with
so
spice.
fucking
Well,
negative.
let's see the spice. Let's see the spice. Let's see how let's see how
look at the-
Softy does the do.
you could wind up fighting the gangrel, committing diablerie,
Mhm.
getting some more blood potency, some more XP right now. Like, it could be good.
Not a negative. Could be
Right.
success.
So, as you
My
reach
resolve
down,
composure is 4. Diablerie is bad plan. You Softy.
so as you reach down to assist Anton in this, you grip onto the metal along with him, and it's one of those ones where it's, in any other circumstance, it was just a slip of the hand. The metal slides, and it cuts into you. And of course, Anton lets out a kind of curse as he drops it, as it's a little too heavy for just him. But as your hand is hurt, and you look at this individual you're not used to, you don't know him. You don't trust him. Your beast doesn't trust him. You are under the paranoia compulsion. Anton cannot be trusted. You are alone with him, and that is not okay. So, you can disengage any perceived threat, suspect anyone and anything. Any action not taken towards that immediate end occurs a 2 dice penalty. Compulsion ends when the vampire spent roughly an hour in a safe spot.
Hey, Softy, I have a question.
Yes.
How far would you say Anton is from... Not Anton, I'm sorry. Andre. How far is Andre from me?
Honestly, they only went around the side of the building. Unless you walked up to the cellar door along with him and Anton, You're maybe only, what, at max 20 feet from him?
Okay,
You're-
okay,
you're
okay,
within
okay,
visual
okay,
range.
okay, okay, okay. I mean, it's calm. It's calm because I'm not at 4. I'm only at 3 hunger. I'm not at 4 hunger. And as a blood leech, I'm trying to not eat my pack member. I'm trying to be, I'm trying
What
not
is
to
your
do that.
hunger at?
So
Is your hunger a 4?
it's at 3. It's at 3.
Well, then you're
It's at
fine. It's
3.
4 when it starts activating.
Right. So that's why I asked, because I was like, how am I? I don't want to eat him.
Don't worry, his
I mean,
wound
I
is
mean,
not
it's not like
actively
it's leaking
bleeding.
or anything. It's just vaguely
Right.
open, just kind of there.
Okay. So
Because
it's
we're
smelling a little
vampires. We
good
don't
from this.
actively bleed.
Not unless the
Right,
story
so-
asks you to.
Let us.
Right. So he's
guess.
it's smelling delicious in this range over here somewhere. But I'm gonna
Generally
actively
tastes it. It
ignore
smells nice. You're kind of hungry.
It smells nice. It's I'm gonna have to get a meal from Chef later. Okay. So
Like how Burger King emphasizes the smell from their grills.
that shit is so good.
Alright,
Heck.
well, Andre, I was trying to just be like, shaking out his hands. The ward should be fine. It'll be fine. And he'll slowly start walking back towards the rest of the pack, just not quite turning his back.
Don't come near me either. Okay, no, it's fine. You can't metagame that.
Paranoia, what do you want from me?
No,
Not paranoid, the person I should be
doing,
paranoid from. So,
you are doing great.
backing
You're doing
away.
great. Yes, you're doing great. Okay, so question: is this front door locked?
Are you going to check it?
I might check the vibe. I have the stuff required for that? I don't. So yeah, I mean, I guess I'll jiggle.
Hello, door. How are you today?
Yeah, I'll jiggle the fucking knob and be like, "Is this open, closed? What's going on with this?"
You jiggle the knob, and yeah, it's definitely locked.
Cool. Right. Okay. So we bust open the door, unless one of you are good with some lockpicks, or we could crash through a window. However you want to go about it.
I mean, I have no clue what I'm doing, but might as well try, right?
Yes, ma'am. Please do.
I'm going to try
I
to
step
set the
back.
lock.
I step back and I let her do that. Yes, I'm supportive.
I have no lock picking skills, by the way.
Oh dear, this is fine.
I love to hear that. I do.
So
Imagine having security.
Dex and larceny.
Oh, larceny, that's what I was thinking. Imagine having...
And
I have a point in larceny.
Dex.
Okay, continue.
I have nothing in larceny.
You want to take it?
Oh, but you're paranoid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He'll get
true.
minus.
He'll get
Yeah.
-2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
'Cause it's
I'm
not
gonna
activated
try it.
situation.
Rouse
have
the
good
blood.
dexterity.
You can rouse
if
the blood.
can.
Oh,
It's already been done. Damn.
Take it.
We did great.
yeah.
Well,
honestly, yes,
Things considered.
that is enough. You're able.
Like stick a claw in there.
I'll stick a claw in there. It is a very older lock, very cheap, and it's not hard to just jiggle it to the point it breaks open. It's not difficult at all.
Beautiful work. I'll get you a set of lockpicks for future endeavors. I'm gonna.
Anything you put your mind to.
You're absolutely not wrong. I am gonna fucking stick a foot to this doorway, just just past the threshold, and peep with my eyeballs what might be going on in there.
Oh, what they doing in there?
Yeah, what do my normal vampire eyes see?
Right, you don't have any of the eyes of the beast on. As you
No, I don't.
look into the darkened hallway, it is, at least as it stretches out before the darkness finally overtakes it, it is long and straight and only has maybe 3 doors that you can see, all closed.
Mhm.
There are no windows, no way to look at anything. There are no light fixtures. The only thing of note is a very odd light near the ground, all the way at the back end of this hallway. The only reason you say it's odd is you're not sure where it's coming from. It's kind of like seeing a line of light, but it's not really lighting up anything around it, so clearly it's not... Whatever it is, it's behind something else. It's like the line of light under a door, but it's... It's probably something on the floor that's doing this, is the best way for you to register the image you're looking at.
Okay. Cool. So I'm finna, this is when I wish that VTM had a version of check for traps. Can I do a wits and awareness and see if I peep
Absolutely.
any wars or any crazy shit going on in here?
Absolutely.
In the meantime,
Yes?
I don't know if this would give a +1 or be a separate thing. I would like to instruct Mr. Fluffykins to go check it out.
Ooh. Is that a +1 or a separate thing?
I'll let it be +1. Mr. Fluffykins is lovely. I like him.
He's the best. Okay. Oh. Okay.
I mean, that's
Okay.
That's well enough. Mr. Fluffykins assists in this as you're looking through, and it's thanks to him and his more cat-like ability that you watch him as he goes down the hallway almost carefree. He jumps at odd intervals, almost regularly, like there's something there, and it takes you a minute. You can only see the first one as the moonlight hits it just ever so slightly. There is a very thin thread stretching from one wall to the other. It would nearly be invisible if you had not had your attention brought to it.
Mr. Fluffykins is 100% a member of this fucking pack. I think Nexus will, like, when he comes back around, we'll give him a little scritch under the chin because he deserves love and attention. And hopefully the rest of the pack saw, because she will very vaguely, like, gesture at it. The strange light, is it coming from the same direction where this thread is, or is that like a separate area?
It's sort of like if you're looking down the hallway, the light is at the end. It seems like these places where Mr. Fluffykins was hopping over the thread, it's down the hall. So it's every so often down the hallway there are these. Like someone is allowing, like, if you were to trip, they're tripwires. Also, at this point, Anton, you have moved back over to where the coterie is, correct? Not Anton, Andre.
Yes.
My fault for making two names.
I know who you meant.
Thank you. All of you hear a slight grinding noise, and then a shockingly gentle thud. And about maybe a minute later, Anton finally comes walking around the side of the building. And he kind of just wiping his hands off. Well, don't know why that was so damn hard to help me with. And he's looking at Andre.
Just vague glare, vaguely, like, gripping the hands, kind of bring attention to big red line across the palm, and doesn't say anything further. Just occasionally looking between Anton and the rest of the group.
I'm feeling the weird sexual tension that's happening.
There is time for that. Not now.
And not with you.
Right. Wow. Ouch. That's a little rude.
What?
Please do be polite, Anton. we're doing the same mission, but there's 4 of us.
Mm.
When you say that to him, you kind of can watch he's not good at hiding his facial expressions. He gets a strange look in his eye, and he doesn't grin, but it's like his face jerks for a minute into an almost smile, and then he kind of just pulls his face back, puts his hands up. You're right. Sorry. I don't want to be rude. It's habit.
If we'll do our best to, reciprocate that, right?
Mm-hmm. You won't come out of this empty-handed. It is just us 4. Also keeps you safe.
Yeah. And you don't have to worry about it. I'm sure I won't come out empty-handed. And if I do, I don't mind helping people. It's what I'm good at. And he proceeds to kind of walk over. He's not walking past you guys. He just sort of leans in the door and actually just sort of looks down the hall. And he's just sort of, yeah. Looks the same.
Yeah, okay, he said looks the same. Next I said, well, last time that you were here, were these in place? And I will gesture to these very thin little threads that are throughout these tripwires that are there.
He kind of, crouches down, looks at them real close. If they were, I missed them.
Okay. Wow.
Can I look a little closer and see what they're connected to?
Sure.
Like I said, basically we see a lot of triggers, but I'm curious what is the actual mechanism.
Investigation and intelligence.
Oh, God damn it.
Rouse that blood. Rouse that blood. Is it real bad if you rouse the blood?
It's still bad. I only have a 2.
Okay.
2 dot pull to this.
Okay.
If anybody wants to.
It won't be as good, but if you want to use Wits Awareness, you can.
I cannot help you with this, my brother.
Does anybody have intelligence investigate? Oh, okay. Well, then I'll do that.
I do have a dot in investigation, but
So
mine is 2 dots while this boyo is standing here. So I mean,
well, no, you can aid Chef by giving him a +1, right?
Yeah. As long as you're not making
I'll
a
do
roll,
the
the
wits.
negative doesn't apply.
Yeah.
Oh, I have not an investigation.
Well, there you go.
And I was watching Mr. Fluffykins as he walked down the hallway.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well then go for it. We'll help you.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever's gonna roll, you may add a +1. Everyone just huddled around, staring really hard at the spiderweb thread.
Actually, Nexus is paying attention to if there's any like movement up ahead. If there's like, shadows that are shifting that should not be shifting.
You may do Wits Awareness.
Okay, wonderful. Let's fucking do it. Hopefully it's not bad. It's an awareness. It's not good. I can't do shit about that either.
Yeah, no.
It's 'cause
Hallway
I'm
is
so hungry.
just a hallway.
Yeah. So
Edith,
I just sitting in the back watching you do the
you're gonna make the, or I guess Chef was.
Lord.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's a thread. It's, you try to follow where it goes, and it's almost like it evades your eyes. It's too dark.
How high up from the floor are the strings? And are they just like straight across, or is it like a thing that they're at weird angles?
They are completely straight across, from wall to wall. They're maybe little
There
under a
maybe.
foot above the ground.
Okay.
How long is the hallway?
About a 50-foot back.
Cool. I'm gonna hike up my dress to my knees, real scandalous, and I'm going to.
Oh, I don't
There's a
realize. I
reroll
did
in
not
chat.
see. But Vamp had given a reroll to Nexus, but I don't know when that went in. So we might have to save that for Nexus's next roll.
Okay. I might need it. I'm about to run over these fucking. About to
Thread
run over
for the
these-
thread.
Or the thread, or
bank
bank
it.
it.
Okay. I will bank that because I'm about to do something probably reckless. So I hike up the dress to about my knees, and I'm finna step over these babies, these weird ass threads.
All right.
I don't like it when you say it like that. That makes me so wildly uncomfortable. It sounds like I'm making a bad choice.
It will be death. Fuck.
Death.
Dex
It'll be
athletics.
death.
It'll be death. It is
Makes me
death.
feel
Dead. No, it's Dex athletics.
okay.
You want me to go ahead and first, or you got this?
I might got this.
Listen, she got her skirts all girdled up. She's fine.
I've been through worse. Okay, so would rapid reflexes apply in a situation like this? And I'm saying in the sense that should it get spicy, that like I catch on a thread, I could like rapid reflexes catch the thread so that it doesn't trigger. Do you know what I'm saying? Can we do that?
I
Just
guess
in case, you know.
the way I could put it here is your rapid reflexes. I will allow it. I will, if you mess up, I will allow
Okay.
whatever roll may occur to happen because you have rapid reflexes.
Okay. I should have eaten. Bitch. Okay. Dex and athletics. Let's fucking do it.
Like that's Dex Athletics. Catching it is really good. If you want me to go first and then help you across.
Yes. Yes, actually. Could you help me? Yeah, I think Nexus like hikes up the skirts, but then we'll look at you.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
although the way we're rolling today, I don't know.
Stop it. Don't speak that energy into
See, you're fine.
beautiful. Oh my god. Okay, great.
Yes, you easily, Chef, you are able to make your way down the hallway, completely remembering where, actually, I'm gonna say Mr. Fluffykins is happily guiding you, and you're able to watch where the cat jumps, and register, there's a thread, there's a thread, there's a thread. You only cross over 3 to get past to the end of the hallway. And you will actually get to notice something when you look at everything from the other side of the hallway. All of the threads are specifically attached to either they are through the gap in the door or they're attached to the door. You're not sure exactly which one, but they only appear where 2 doors are across from each other.
So if someone were to try to go in the rooms. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be like 3.
Okay. I'm finna do the thing. Can I get a +1 because he's helped? Is that allowed?
Yes.
Beautiful. I almost clicked the wrong button. Okay. Oh no. I can't fix this. I can't fix this. Wait, I have a reroll.
Wait,
Wait,
You have a reroll.
Yeah,
you
you
have a
have a
reroll for
reroll.
this.
I have a reroll. Oh my god, thank you,
That's
Sleep.
exactly why you banked this reroll.
That is so scary. It's because I'm so fucking hungry. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Please do better. The dice
You
are
didn't-
determined.
You didn't fail, though, hopefully.
Which is great. Which
Yeah.
is great. I didn't fail, but the dice are not on my side.
Oh, this is gonna.
Good
be
thing I'm not your
fun.
storyteller. I would give you 1 hunger for that. That's
I fucking don't.
No,
say
I
that.
have something even better, Nexus. We get to play with the fact that you're all Sabat.
Oh.
There's an extra little conviction everyone has to worry about.
Okay.
You're Path of Cain, right?
I am like a fucking idiot. Yes, I am. Path of Cain.
So you easily make it over all of these threads. It's no trouble for you. As you get over to where Chef is, it's almost like a ticking just thought is in your mind. That smell from earlier when Andre got cut, it's still in your head. You're starving. You are under your path's compulsion, voracious. Devourer must feed immediately and will subdue mortals or weaker vampires if necessary. If they fail to reduce their hunger by 1 step by the scene's end, they suffer a -2 penalty to all rolls for the rest of the night.
Oh my god. Why did I do this to myself?
Again.
Again!
Again.
Marcelina 2.0, everybody.
This is I've made some bad choices. Cool. Shit, brother.
Brave of you to assume Marcelina was 1.0, but
That's fair.
Shut the fuck up.
The lore Arista doesn't want us to know about.
No, it's hidden for a reason. Okay. So I mean, god damn it, I don't know, bro. I guess I'm just there hungry for a minute, and then when people start to skedaddle this way, I might make some choices.
Well, you are right next to another Canite.
And
your
it's the way I
feeding
was hoping like
response-
you would forget.
well, you said
feeding
lesser
response-
canite.
True. Well, you're right.
That's a
Well, I
thing,
said weaker.
too. I don't think that Nexus perceives Chef as a weaker vampire. I think if anything, she sees him as her equal. Sorry, crying ghost children. Hold on.
Oh dear. It's just Nexus's internal fucking monologue.
Yeah, fuck. So
Well,
about how
I want it
Here's
before
what
you
I'll
give
say.
me your thing.
Yeah.
The way it is worded, the devourer must
Mhm,
feed
mhm.
immediately. And
I
will
know.
subdue mortals and weaker vampires if necessary. That does not mean you automatically go after them. Your only thing here is that you are voraciously hungry and you must feed immediately. And there is a Canite,
Cool.
and you are a blood leech.
Mhm.
There's Canite right next to you.
Yeah. So I'm finna look at the homie. I think that you've probably seen a few times this kind
Mhm.
of expression come over in Nexus. I imagine we are that close, and so you would know right away, like, I'm going to eat you. And so I think her eyes darken and her fangs start to protrude in that way that she like can't keep her mouth open. It's probably a little bit drool, kind of
Yeah.
hungry or salivating. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm used to this. Permit me, if you will. Just gonna be like, okay, Neil.
Amazing. Oh no, I don't know how that would make her respond. Okay. You say that, and I think that what's the view looking like from the others, real quick? What's that looking like over there?
What everyone else
do I
is
have
going to
eyes on
see
me?
is so Chef disappears into the
Uh-huh.
darkness. Then Nexus disappears
Right.
into the darkness. Now those with eyes of the beast,
Mm.
you're fine. You're just seeing Chef and Nexus over there, and they just sort of have an odd moment where they're having a very longing look at each other, and you're not sure what's about to happen. A lot of things could happen here.
Mhm.
But anyone who doesn't have eyes of the beast, which at this point is only Edith, it's
Oh my
dark. You
God.
can't see anything.
Okay.
Edith, you're fucking blind. You have no clue anything's happening on the other side.
Cat.
I
Cat,
cool. I
Mr.
think
Fluffykins might be able to
that,
know what's on the other side.
I don't need Mr. Fluffykins to see shit. He is a child. No,
He is also a very weak,
Yeah, I
weak
don't
little
know.
creature.
Are
Don't eat my cat.
yeah. She's hungry as fuck. Nah, I can't. Your cat's
He's
not.
not can. Yeah,
would not
he's
sus-
drooled, but that's
yeah.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
fairly
yeah,
certain
would
your
not
cat probably also
sustain me.
returned to the front to assist everyone else in going through.
Yeah. So I think that Nexus, I mean, she's so like feral at this point. I don't know that she's really would be thinking it through. And so I don't know if it's so much a kneel as it is her lowering her like upper half so that she looks like she's ready to pounce. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's that sort of like a fighting stance. And she's just staring him in the eyes, and there is the expression of run. Um,
Oh no, I'll
and
cut my hand and like put it over her
Mhm. Amazing. Yeah,
so she
I
can
think
just like
that-
catch it.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to be able to even deny it if she wanted to. She'd probably have one hand on his wrist to keep it steady, but I think if it's actually because she's like, if she can't control herself, she's going to bite into him. So that's that.
Well, if this is as simple as you're just allowing it to happen, then you will bite
Yeah,
into...
just one. No. I'm cutting my hand and like dripping it into her mouth.
Yeah, oh man, I don't know, dude. I'm fucking hungry, boy.
I don't know.
think like the minute
it's the
that your
voracious
blood
line. There's
touches
not a
my
lot of
tongue-
logic here. I mean, that's probably what Chef is set
Yeah.
for, but I feel like, and tell me if I'm wrong on this, but I
Yeah.
think Nexus is not brain is gone. This is just angry hungry now.
No. Yeah. I think that it starts off that way, where it like drips onto her lips and she opens her mouth and starts to drink, and her hand is on his wrist. But I think sort of the very little light that's here catches her eyes in the way that, like, when animals out in the dark, when the light catches their eyes, how it looks, that weird reflection. I think there's that, and in the next second, her mouth clamps down on his arm, and she starts to drink.
Just from the back of Edith and Andre, you just hear Anton going, "Oh fuck."
That's a fair reaction, my brother.
No.
That's fair.
This boy is not standing behind me. That is not happening today.
Oh, I'm sorry. What are you, against the
I'm gonna
wall?
drink. Can I?
Standing behind him and whatever. My back is not to this man's.
Can I? Even though I'm feeling this compulsion, can I only take like 1 dot's worth of blood from him?
I would say yes,
Or is there need to be like a roll? Okay.
because the way this is worded is that it is an immediate need, and then once it's dealt with, you're fine. And it even states as it's like if you fail to reduce your hunger by 1 step. So I feel like taking 1 is all you need to come back to yourself.
Okay, cool. So I will just take 1, and once I sort of like regain my senses again, I will lick the wound closed and then look at him. And there's not so much sorry in her eyes as like an actual apology for taking from him, because I think just the very nature of who she is, she's like, this is mine. But she does say that could have been done better. Straightens herself up, wipes her mouth. And then
I'm your
yeah.
priest, I guess. Regardless of the situation, would have helped you keep on the path.
I appreciate you. Always. But this was just the wrong time and place for something like that to happen. And then, yeah, I think now that she's clear-headed again, she is going to take a look around. You said there's like the strange light, and so she's trying to gather her wits about her.
With you being on the other side, you've actually made it to the other side of the hallway. The light in question is right below you. Clearly, it is a trapdoor into the ground. This is not like a trapdoor. It's definitely just a way of getting into whatever cellar or basement this location has.
Mm.
And there is just a blue light, actually, a blue-white, which makes you realize it's not some kind of older lamp. It's definitely something more modern or LED. Which is interesting in a house this old. It doesn't really seem that more modernly built.
Okay.
Totally calling it grow lights.
Yeah, that's the vibe for sure. Okay. Yeah, I think it has the rest of the crew come over to where we're at.
I'll say that for ease of decency, both Anton and Andre can see the threads visibly, and Mr. Fluffykins is there. I think Edith, with assistance from 3 people, can make it across without too much issue.
I mean, mostly I'd be getting assistance from Mr. Fluffykins.
True, you're following your cat beat for beat. And yeah, those with Ice the Beast, you can see the threads, so.
Okay. Then I guess I just leap over. It takes literally, I land once before I'm on the other side. Just hop over the strings.
And Anton, he doesn't leap or anything, but he just walks casually. Like it don't even matter to him.
Do we see that like Andre's acting funny? Like is it physically visible how he's feeling?
I'd say that's that's insight, so
Child.
Wits insight.
Do I have anything in insight? I don't have a damn thing in insight. Okay. We out here.
It's too dark. I can't see shit.
Yeah, no, nada. Can't see.
Nada.
I can't see. Okay. Well, yeah, I think I'll go towards that little cellar door area. I'm just listening. Do we hear any like weird sounds that I guess would be familiar to us because of what we experienced at the church? Any signs of movement?
I'd say this wits awareness, but it's really, really easy.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Please roll 20. There we go.
Oh yeah, you're good. You listen in very carefully to this trapdoor. You can easily hear, though slightly muffled, as if there is something deadening the sound down there. There is a buzz, like you hear from fluorescent lighting. There is... It's not breathing. It's more steady and mechanical than that. Something like maybe medical equipment. Like a life support system.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Though interestingly enough, though you hear that, you do not hear any form of beep. Like from a heart monitor of any kind. But other than the fluorescent lighting and the what seems to be a medical equipment, you hear nothing else. There is no movement, no clacking, no nothing.
Oh my god, it's Darth Vader.
Yes. Yeah, I will share that with the group. I hear it sounds like medical equipment, but there's no heartbeat. There's no breathing, nothing comes from down there. Just the machines themselves.
Well, let's take a look. And I'd like to open the trapdoor up. Not all the way, just enough to look in.
Just enough to look in? Pulling up the trapdoor, the light kind of blinds you for a second. It's much, much brighter down there than it is in your area. But looking down, you see a very clean metal ladder that leads down into very bright white walls and solid polished concrete on the ground. This is a very clean space down here. Nothing like the building above it.
Well, I don't see anything.
Hi. Hey, Anton, you want to go down first?
Sure. And he just calmly struts
Thanks.
forward. And he'll just pop
I'll
the lid
open up
open.
the door all the way for him.
Oh, yeah. And he'll just walk right down. And he just sort of disappears into the room.
And we're all just...
You do not hear any form of grunting, groaning, violence, or, glass shattering. It does not appear that he has been injured when entering the room.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll
eventually follow.
Upon entering into...
Call after him?
Does that mean Andre's the last?
Yeah.
So, upon entering into this basement area, you are greeted with what appears to be a makeshift medical space. More like a morgue. There is nothing like beds or anything like that, but there are cold slabs. There are the square drawers that appear to be in the walls. Most importantly, there are shapes under a few of these slabs covered by white cloths. One does appear to be humanoid, at least, though there's something odd about the shape of it. The other seems distorted in some way, like either something is bent wrong or sitting up. Not moving, though. The source of that breathing type noise appears to be some form of pump system that is pumping what appears to be air or oxygen into a large tank. Floating in the tank appears to be a very enlarged human heart.
I'd like to go over to the nearest thing covered, not the humanoid one of the other ones, and look underneath the cloth.
The weirdly bent one.
Yeah.
Upon pulling the cloth up, you are greeted by a very disconcerting sight. It appears that it at least once was a normal person laying upon their back, but by this point, from where their pelvis starts, it's almost as if another torso stretches out in front of it, as if it's in the process of sitting up. They seem to be frozen, with pained expressions upon their faces. Upon if you were to, say, touch or move the skin of any kind, it is solid, like it's rock.
So it's like a second torso without arms or a head?
It does have a head. It doesn't have arms. It appears like if it did have arms, they almost lean back and blend into the... It's like if you've ever seen someone's soul leave their body in, like, a cartoon. Like they're slightly stuck inside their own body. And
so it's more
a...
of a grown thing as opposed to a stitched together thing.
Yes, it appears like it's just pulling itself from the other. And the two faces do look the same. So it's not a secondary person coming out. It's the same person twice.
Like
I'll just put the cover back down. That's fucking creepy.
Mm.
And anything to say about the odds? No?
I'm looking at this heart in a tank. Does this ring any bells for me? Is it just anything I might have heard in passing, like a passing rumor or anything like that about hearts and large hearts?
This would be a cult in intelligence.
Oh, okay, alright. I fucking might get hungrier, but it might be worth it. I'm gonna rouse the blood. I was successful, so I don't get hungrier. Occult and intelligence, you said?
Yes.
How's a 5?
You reach into your kind of knowledge in your mind, trying to parse if you've ever really heard of anything like this. Though its appearance is slightly off. It's a little too red, a little too living looking, but a heart outside of a body like this, given that you're looking for Dolly, there are Canaanites out there who do have the ability to pull their own hearts from their chests to keep them safe. Now, whether this is something else or an actual Canaanite's heart is up in the air. You don't really remember anything, and you've ever learned that they get what almost appears to be twice as big.
Right. In the I can't remember if it was the notes or if it was in the book itself. Next to, I believe it was Asher's name, had a heart next to it.
Yeah, it had a
Am I
one of the
remembering that
simplified heart, kind of like what you draw in a little middle school sketchbook.
Yeah. Cool. That's cool. Did you tell us the body? What's happening with the body? Edith? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would have described it after I said that's fucking creepy.
Yeah, I think I turn off the machinery.
Oh, you're going
don't
to turn
stop
off
you.
the machinery.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to need you to make intelligence technology to figure out how to turn it off.
We don't press buttons!
I mean, we could always just break buttons instead.
I always let the little Sombra fucking hang out a little too close to the technology in my fucking phone. I didn't have to touch anything.
I mean, if we're wanting the breaks of things, why not?
God, you're getting hungrier too, lad.
What?
I am, as that's happening, I'm looking around on the tables or anything that might give me, I don't know, like medical notes or something, a clue to whose heart this might be. Because this might be Asher's, it might be one of the knights. I don't believe it's Dolly's.
Well, we're gonna go with that
Find it if you have one.
technology one. Looking up at this machine, it takes a minute to look at it, but eventually you're able to like go, oh, hold on, this is a cord, and behind everything,
Mhm.
you're able to find an actual plug.
Yeah.
And you may, if you wish, metaphorically, pull the plug. And figured and literally.
Yeah, these things are suffering needlessly, and they're also Dolly's weird, sick obsessions. They're just better off dead
Oh yeah.
if they can't fight back.
If really quickly, I will allow you to use wits awareness because clearly investigation is not very fair to anybody here. So we're gonna go with wits awareness if you want to look around for any items in this section.
I do want to do that. It's a 1.
This is gonna be fun, y'all. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be fun.
There are so
I
many
put the
papers.
dots in the wrong place. Yeah.
There are so many spots everywhere.
I get a -2 to this, y'all. This is gonna be fun.
Still got 2.
You know what?
That's better than I did.
So I'm not gonna lie.
The dice are not on our side.
Andre, you actually find you find
How odd. I was just having naughty thoughts about you.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, the subscriber thing went off and it scared the shit out of me. So thank you for subscribing. You actually do find a folder sat on like a roll-out medical table near one of the larger operating tables. And really quickly, Chef, you did in fact pull the plug on this heart?
Yes, it did. I got four dots in awareness. What's awareness?
Right. So, you will... I'm going to give that Andre finds the medical thing that's sat on that little table, but you are actually going to find a much bigger folder that is stationed on a desk near where the heart was. Upon pulling the plug on the heart, the machine stops pumping, the airflow seems to end, and then the heart in the tube begins to beat.
Oh. That's
So what
cool.
exactly is this container this heart's in?
Think of
Is
it
it
kind of like a large cylindrical container. There are tubes and wires to electrodes that are hooked to this heart. There are tubes leading from the ventricles, outlets, aorta, up in and down into metal pieces that seem to be holding parts of this. When the air
So
was flowing, it appeared like the air was going through the heart.
So it's only beating once it stops?
Yes, once the air is done, the heart begins to beat.
Well, can I rapid reflex me flicking it right back up then?
Yeah, you could plug it right back in.
Okay.
I want to. You don't even need rapid reflexes for that. That's just the oh no.
Yeah.
Once.
So to get into this canister,
Oh.
is it a lift it up? Is there a door?
That's actually investigation. To try to investigate this item. But Chef, when you plug it back in, the heart takes a minute, but once the air starts moving, it stops beating.
It's very bizarre. The fuck, bitch? What? What did we do?
That's not bad.
We did great.
That's
I'm looking at
really
the
good.
canister.
So as
Oh.
you are looking over this canister, it takes you a minute. You start checking everything, and you finally find an area around the top of the canister that's clearly different. It's a little bit off, or it's a little bit out, and you're able to pop it, and you find your way. You can push the lid slightly off the canister.
I would like to poke the heart.
Would like to stick your arm into the liquid and poke the heart?
Yes. With my sharp little nail.
Okay.
Like a cat would do, you know?
Cat would do.
A cat
So
would
as-
absolutely do.
So you reach over and you begin to put your hand. First thing you notice is that this is not water when you stick your hand in it. And I will allow you to pull your hand before you put it all the way in. This
Is it
is like
jelly?
it's got a little bit of viscosity. The closest thing I could ever equate it to is like putting your hand in like mineral oil.
Okay.
So it's this gentle viscosity. It feels uncomfortable. Are you going to continue putting your hand all the way through?
It feels uncomfortable. How? Just because it's oil instead of water?
slimy.
Or...
It's oily. It's slimy. It's like it sticks to you. It is warm.
Oh,
Like
I will hold my hand out. It's like
You're
a
about
cat
to have a
that's
bad-
stuck in, and it's like, ooh.
ugh. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a
But I
little
will think
above.
about putting my hand back in.
It's
Yeah,
a little
yeah, yeah.
above lukewarm. Like it's leaning upwards into like a nice warm bath. So we're gonna
I'm
start
not
with
gonna close
the
it though, and I don't go anywhere. I just pull my hand out.
and that slick fluid is on your hand.
I'd like to sniff it.
Oh,
It smells like iron.
sorry.
What's it taste like?
Whoa, wait a
You want to
minute.
taste it? I'll hold my hand out.
I mean,
Heightened
Nexus
senses
is
at that.
gonna go.
Let's go.
Uh,
Let's go.
And Nexus is gonna take her hand. You said it's like iron. It smells like iron.
Yes,
Like,
it smells very metallic, almost iron-like.
You're about that money, right?
Like
I'm about that
perhaps-
money, so I will lick her hand, or rather her fingers. Yeah. Fully.
Upon tasting this fluid,
Yes.
it's slightly sour. Almost not sour like bad, more like lemon sour, which is not a flavor you're used to tasting anymore. Like at all, actually. But once that lemon disappears, this tastes like blood. It's completely clear,
Plasma.
but it tastes like blood, and with just this odd, fruity, sour flavor.
This citrus aftertaste. Yeah, I think I I look once, then I look again, and then I'm like, oh, that's definitely plasma. I don't know. It's blood, but there's like citrus, like someone squeezed lemon in there.
How refreshing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if that would be good or not.
Right.
Like, can I make a sauce out of this?
hmm
So we're gonna start
Yeah.
with the smaller amount of information that Andre picked up, because it is just a simple sheet of medical stuff. This is of all things, it's an autopsy report. It is built exactly the same way you'd expect any to be. It talks about or shows depictions of where wounds are, damage to the body is, areas where it's come from. It also has some side notes where body parts are circled, and there's a clarification to it that it is like it's almost like they're circled, and then I'm trying to think of how to explain this symbol. Is my own fault. It's like It's like an asterisk with a circle around it. But it's like the asterisk is slightly... It's a very strange symbol you've never seen.
Not quite wheel and spoke.
Yes. Almost kind of like that. It's just it's an odd symbol to see, but it's drawn on any of the body parts that are circled, which the hands were the parts of the collarbone are... and it looks like another part of it was like the legs, but only where like the thighs are. And if you
Where
look,
was this folder at?
this is right next to where the humanoid figure is under the sheet, the one that you did not look at. And it actually does give a name of this individual. The name of this individual is apparently Lovey. Lovey.
Lovey.
There's no last name or anything. It's just this one
What
name.
the hell names that are kid Lovey? What is this?
The same person that gives himself the nickname Dolly?
You know, that's fair. That's very fair. Alright.
Okay. So after I've licked Edith's fingers, I'm gonna go to this sheet, and I'm gonna pull the cover away. The one that Levy.
Yeah.
That's I'm looking at Levy.
Upon pulling over the cover, you are greeted with an autopsy body. The chest has been fully exposed. It has been pinned open. Ribcage has been busted through. It appears to be, at least facially, feminine. Bodily, it's hard to tell, as you'd actually, as disgusting it is, you would have to pull the skin back over to be able to tell if there are chest. Moving the sheet down,
Yes.
You're fairly certain this is a woman. No
There's
hair.
clearly been some sort of manipulation here.
Yes. The individual has no hair anywhere. No body hair, no eyebrows, no hair on their head, nothing. They don't even have eyelashes. Their hands and parts of their... At least their hands are missing. The areas of their thighs have been cut into, and parts of them have been removed. And within their proper cut from the autopsy, you can see that parts of their bones in their collarbone and their ribcage are gone. They are no longer inside of their areas. So it seems like parts that were marked on that area of the sheet have been removed from this body.
The face. Is there anything removed from the face?
There is nothing removed from the face. And you can definitely tell that other than the lack of hair, this was an extremely gorgeous woman. Like, perfect features. Model perfect.
A thought, I think, occurs to me that Dolly is obsessed with getting her former lover back. And clearly she has not necessarily a skill, but a a predilection for things that are reminiscent of Samitsi. And so I posed to the group. You guys think Dolly's replacing her parts with this person's parts? Make herself more ideal?
Is she making her own little Frankenstein, yeah?
No, well, possible, but more I think she's making herself the monster. You know what I mean?
The new
Switching out
suit.
parts. Yes,
So for once,
exactly.
Frankenstein is the monster.
Yes.
I think Frankenstein was always the monster Society's viewpoint.
And the creature is
God.
just yeah. But philosophy for another fucking day.
Literary critique later, yes.
No, but I'm thinking, why else? I mean, the parts that she's taking, she's not replacing them on this person. Person looks like they were maybe a model. Just
So
a
this
type.
person's chest is opened, right?
Yes.
Do they have a heart?
Yes. It is slightly desiccated, given that this corpse has clearly been here a while, but yes, there is a heart inside there.
I think she's trying to make herself look more in whatever preference Ash's preferences are now. Paying his attention. One way or another.
She did have a. Does she have a type? Does he have a type? Like.
Oh, Asher?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, I guess. So in when I got a look-see at the family tree, it's not so much like a gender preference at all, but was there anything in particular that maybe like in a portrait or something that could have given me a clue of maybe a physical preference that Asher might have had?
Unfortunately, the particular family tree you found was very much illuminated manuscript style, so it's hard to fully get appearance things. The one thing, though, that was consistent among all of them did appear that their eye color all were blue. Hair didn't matter, skin tone didn't matter, but blue eyes seemed to matter.
She's got a thing for eyes, just like me. No, I don't say that out loud.
Just like me, for real.
Different,
Just like me.
I say that all up here in the inside voice. Nexus will peel back this woman's eyelids to see her eyes.
You do.
What color are her eyes? Or are her eyes there?
Her eyes are there. They are faded and cataracts due to the age of the body, but you can tell that this woman's eyes are brown.
Okay, not his preference. She'll let
That's
them
why
look.
she still has them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, I would have shared. He's got a thing for blue eyes to the group, so you guys are all on board.
So has a
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
for what's, since we're doing the literary thing, it's sky souls?
Yes. This family's getting
Alright.
weird and complicated, but on the one hand, she could be either trying to physically be impressive to him with whatever modifications she adds to herself, or simply trying to show off her skill in modifying. If the rumors are to be believed that he's a Samitsi, which I'm pretty sure.
Checking out the dense information folder.
The dense information folder you have found, it was sat next to where the heart was, which was a large desk. It's a very thick folder, and upon opening it, you can see that there are sections of this that are clipped together with paper clips. Rough look, one of the sections, you can fly through it, it's all autopsy sheets. And there must be 50, 60 of these. And all of them have either that same symbol, parts of the body circled. It's the same thing you've seen. And you'll notice that every single one of the names, there's only a single name, no last name. And of things like Lovey, Ducky, Puppy. Very, very simplistic names. And even the ones that don't went in Y, there's something you would name an animal or a dog.
Right. So she either has friends at this hospital or she goes there.
Possibility. When you look through some of the other places, you start to notice that there are notes, medical notes, descriptions of bodily function, along with some interesting talk that you can roll if you'd like, but it's easy to tell it's occultic in nature.
Sure, I'll give it the college try. I'm
Occult
not really good.
intelligence. I mean, it's not science. It's probably magic. But all of these notes are written by one Dr. Tanner. Or they're all signed by a Dr. Tanner.
Okay.
Any of the other information...
Doesn't ring a bell?
No. You have never heard of Dr. Tanner in your life. Any of the other notes in here, there are sections that seem to talk about... It's almost difficult to decipher it because it's very vague. It does not use any specific terms, but it refers to something that almost sounds like marriage to you. Like the way it talks about it. It has these odd... It kind of almost vibes like someone creating a rite. There's oaths and words and vows here, but then there's also... Mixed in with that are scientific talk, like active things of blood transfusion and types of blood. It even starts to talk about humors and things like that. And then it slides back into the occultic. Whoever Dr. Tanner is, the way he writes is insane. He switches from a full occultic nature, switches over to just dead straight science talk that gets horrifyingly complicated quickly and then flips right back over. He also doesn't just write in one lane, he'll write footnotes in the side, very scattered. But clearly he was either studying something or possibly creating something.
Yeah. So I'm gonna definitely hold on to that. Is that all we found?
For you two, yes. The two who found info. As you all are in here, you all had been looking at the body and investigating things. There is a section of this room that is slightly more past where you all are. It's not big, it's just a bunch of shelving units with various jars and medical equipment and stuff like that on it. Anton comes out from behind there, just as if he had been back there for some reason. You all had not noticed him go there, but he comes walking back towards you guys. So, you all got what you needed?
Yet to be seen, really, right?
Right.
I'm still interested in the heart.
Yes, same. Question ST. Okay. So how do I parse this out? When I'm gonna fucking pull off the sheet of the other body. When I see that they're joined, but is there any parts of them that are missing or have been manipulated? Do they have their eyes? Stuff like that. Do they have stitching, of an autopsy happening to them or anything like that on their body?
This twin figure does not appear to have any stitching. Nothing surgically seems to have been modified on this individual. All of this growth, as grotesque as it is, appears natural.
Like a conjoined twin?
Yes. Definitely a very extreme case, and you would not be remiss to consider how in the world a conjoined twin of this type would live into adulthood like this, given the severity of it.
Mm-hmm. I have theories, but it's the mad kind of what this could be, so I'm gonna refrain from sharing for now.
I mean, with the level of Dismissy stuff, with the giant How big is a heart again?
It's about twice the size of a
Double
normal human
size?
heart.
Yeah, with the big humongo heart and the
It's
weird
feeling
the
funky.
weird
So
medical experience, just me see shenanigans. Yeah.
yeah. I'm also getting like possibly Tremere vibes. We'll see. So I'm what I'm gonna do is Nexus will take out their phone and they start taking pictures. Take pictures of the bodies, take picture of this fucking heart, take pictures of the notes, especially like the important bits. For example, like a Dr. Tanner, that name need to search that out. And so I'm just snapping pictures for a bit there. And I wanted to ask you, ST, the building that we're in, who owns this building? Because I think you told us, I just can't remember.
You kind of have some conflicting information. From the note you had, you know that this was supposedly one of Dolly's safe houses. But from Anton, he stated that Vincent owns this building.
Vincent is the leader of the gang girls, right?
Yes, the one you watched throw Anton through a table.
Right. That feels not correct to me. Knowing Dolly, is it far-fetched to believe that maybe she allowed for Vincent to believe he owned this building?
She's always been very manipulative, conniving. It's not impossible to believe that she could trick some stupid gang girl into doing whatever she wanted.
Okay. What do you want to do with the heart?
I'm gonna go back to poking it.
All right then. I leave it to it.
Is there any... so we're going to do the heart thing. So, you
And-
reach over and you're... Oh, yes.
Anton, are you satisfied?
Yeah. I got what I needed. Probably gonna need to burn this place down, but...
I was going to suggest the same.
No, this does not need to exist.
No, Edith is right. What is it that you needed?
Do I need to tell you that?
I would.
I got the impression you weren't even going to come over here tonight.
Yeah, probably not tonight. I needed some assistance to get in here, make sure I wasn't alone, just in case something bad happened. You guys were already coming in here, so...
What did you need to get?
And he reaches into his back pocket, and he pulls out a small, little... tiny little red book. Red leather cover book. This. It's just a book. Belongs to a
Mine?
friend of mine.
Is the friend dead or alive?
Alive.
Or like us?
Well, like us.
I see.
Don't ask me that.
Which
I
friend
can't do
is
that.
this?
Why not?
Well, you live in his territory.
So we just get this is for Max, right?
Yeah.
Can we get a picture of the information before you give it to Max?
He kind of turns his head down, like he's it's hard to express exactly what emotion you're seeing on his face. It's like if you mixed disappointment and exhaustion. I know you guys are probably curious, but I really, really can't.
Well, as Pack Priest, I can understand when you give your word, you're really, really passionate about something. No, but I do have to talk to my doctors, so.
Nexus is not having it. And so she will walk up to Anton and say, hand over the book. I will give it back. Do not make me take it from you. And she's being intimidating. Like, I think that her face sort of takes on a far more monstrous expression as she says it.
And he looks at you, because he's taller than you. Even in, I assume you wear heels if I'm correct.
I do.
Even in those,
Yes,
he is a very large man, and he just looks at you, and he's not threatening posture back at you. He's very stood straight, just calm, and he looks you dead in the face. He just sort of very calmly smiles and just kind of nods and goes, I see why Richard and Raph like you.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
Fair enough.
Book.
But blood gets you everywhere. And as he says that, he vanishes.
Oh, I hate it. Yeah.
He completely vanishes.
Fucking dumb bitch. Yeah, okay, sorry. Not you. I'm mad at Anton.
Oh, no. Now, here's the thing with that. I will actually give something to Andre. If you would like to roll me,
Yes.
I'm going to give it to you for either int and occult, or if you don't mind it being a higher difficulty, you could do wits or awareness. And only you can get this because of you.
At the -2?
No.
Because I'm paranoid. Okay. So occult intelligence?
Yes.
That I am up for.
While he's doing that, does this book look the same as the other books did?
5 successes.
The little red book that Anton had been holding. It's much smaller. It almost looks a little too modern for that. 5 successes. You are able to notice it. It is so subtle and so fast. That was not any kind of obfuscate or any kind of speed. You watched it. It was so goddamn quick. The shadows grabbed Anton and pulled him away. That was not normal vanish. That was a Lasombra who grabbed him.
I'm so fucking annoyed.
And whoever it was very fast and very strong.
Hackles are rising. The little shadow shroud that's mostly hidden around, starting to go around, starting to like twitch. Someone pulled him fuck out of here, and I'm going to find them, and I'm going to fucking eat them.
About there, I will allow everyone to hear this because they are not being very quiet. Up above you, somewhere, you hear an almost deep boom noise. Very, not loud, but just very dense. And then you hear Anton, fuck, you could have warned me a little bit better than that. I hate when you fucking do that.
Where...
Hey guys, I just realized something. We've trapped ourselves in here.
Oh, good. You said there's another room, right? That Anton, I guess, went into, right?
No,
Was there
you hear
another
this
space
area.
You hear this
it's
above
another area.
you.
Got it. Okay.
On the roof kind of thing?
Think more
No,
outside.
We're in the basement.
Yeah. We're basically in a basement. Yeah. Okay. All right. Why would they keep the heart off? I have way too many fucking questions for the shenanigans that are occurring right now. That's cool. Is the door itself that we like climb down? Is that shut or is that open?
That's open. You don't hear any kind of
Cool.
slamming. You don't hear any kind of like doors closing. All you had heard was that weird deep groany boom and then Anton cursing out somebody.
Will you allow me to rapid reflexes go up the fucking stairs? Or the ladder?
Sure.
Amazing. Because I'm finna do it. I'm pissed to fuck off. I said give me the fucking book and you didn't. So I'm basically chasing after him. So yeah, I will celerity my ass up the fucking stairs. To find him.
I'll Potence jump my way up the goddamn stairs because I am much the same kind of this fucking asshole.
Yeah.
I will use a combination of celerity and potence to definitely jump, soaring leap up.
They are bolting out this house.
My hand is still in the jar.
Take it and run.
Not beating.
You gonna take the heart? Or you just gonna poke the heart?
Yeah, I'm gonna poke the heart. I've invested in this.
I'm not even gonna lie. It's very easy to poke into the heart. It's very soft.
Ew.
And as you poke into it, if you were to pull your hand away, there is what appears to be red blood on your hand.
And everyone else has run away, so I can't even have them taste it.
No.
I cannot help you right now. I can't do nothing for you.
I'm gonna taste it.
Delicious. Regular mortal blood.
Yeah.
I hate it.
And for those of you upstairs, I will not make you roll to go past the threads. I will allow you to just get outside. Upon exiting outside...
Wait, were they going outside?
That's where the voices were.
Where they were.
Oh.
Yep.
Once you reach the outside, Nexus, I'm going to say you're first. Because you said you were going to jump up the thing first because you're very angry.
Mhm.
You come up the stairs and you stop. Because sitting in front of the doorway, open doorway, is a set of 3 objects. The little red book, a jerry can that already you can smell gasoline, and what appears to be a road flare.
Okay. Where? Okay. Bodies. Do I see people?
No.
No. It's just these 3 items chilling there.
Yep.
When you say I smell the gasoline, like gasoline coming from the jerry can, or gasoline is like on the floor?
Gasoline coming from the jerry can. It's not that strong.
Okay. Because that's very important. Yeah. I still have toughness activated, so I'm gonna go towards the items. Listening out for any fucking movement, and I'm going to grab this red book. But like in the way that I like, my hand is grabbing it, but I'm still looking out to see if anyone is moving around out there.
No one is moving. You grab the book, and you're able to flip it open. If you would like.
Yes. I would.
At least...
Give him the stupid book back.
At least the first, from what you can count, 10 or 15 pages are torn out. And the rest of these pages appear to be some kind of ledger, like monetary ledger. Like it's like little bits of math talking about different kinds of food and items, things you'd have for a party, stuff like that.
Yeah, not fucking happy. Furious, in fact. And she just says over her shoulders, I see that fucker again. He's fucking dead. She's upset. She tosses the book to, essentially to whomever is closest to her. She just tosses it to them. And it's like, he ripped the fucking pages out, the important bits. The rest is bullshit. And she'll go back over to the door and be like, hey, are you bringing the hot, or what are you doing? We got to burn this place fucking down. Ready to go?
Yell back up. Give me a minute. And before I leave, I'd like to check out that area that Anton came from.
Oh, you head back there. There's a lot of shelving units, and eventually you do find a much smaller desk with a box on it. The box is completely open. A lot of the things that are kind of strewn on the desk, like someone was searching through the box. A lot of the items in here are very kind of just odd. There's like a coin, a pocket watch, a couple other of these small kind of notebooks. What appears to be some kind of pencil.
Kind of pencil?
It's one of those ones where you're fairly certain that's a pencil, but it's just shaped a little weird.
Mm-mm.
It's got like a swirl in it.
I'd like to take a look at one of the notebooks.
Opening the notebook. It's... The best way to put it is it's kind of like someone's little black book. Like names and phone numbers, and then cross marks over these people's names.
I'll pocket that.
There's another notebook. Opening it up, it's something similar to what Nexus found, where it's kind of like a ledger, but it's a lot of odd symbology. The best way I could put it is, I don't know who in this chat or in chat generally knows what the Dewey Decimal System is.
Yes.
Or what it actually looks like.
I am old enough that, yes, I do.
Older than all of you.
Yes. Yeah.
But do you know how to
I
use
think
it?
we all in this chat. Yes.
All right, then yes, it's the Dewey Decimal System. Its titles and the
Beautiful.
Dewey Decimal System numbers next to them.
Interesting.
I will bring both books along with me.
And then, other than that, there are some letters that are kind of... A lot of these items, none of them appear to have anything to do with Dolly. Like, all of these items appear to be from very different people, very different places. And it looks like a collection of some stuff that someone has taken.
I'll take one
a
last
lot-
look around just to make sure I'm not missing anything before I head upstairs.
I'll say there's nothing else you're missing.
That was my way of asking that. Yeah. So I'll head upstairs and ask Mr. Fluffkins to help me over the tripwires.
Are we leaving the heart? I pose to the pack. Are we leaving the heart? Are we taking that?
It's
shit
just
with
a human heart.
us? Oh, it's just a human heart? I don't give a fuck. And you see next to
I'm already, yeah.
waiting to light the fucking road flare. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I did want to try a thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Softy? Like I had heard them as they talked about how this tasted like iron and kind of like blood kind of thing,
Yes.
right? I am going to dunk the entire lower half of my face into it, get an entire mouthful, and then dip it back up before leave again.
Oh, but it kind
I
of
didn't bring the heart with me.
No,
I would hop
Oh, he's
back.
dunking
I would.
himself
I'm
in the thing.
perfectly fine hopping back downstairs.
Are
I'm going
you-
all the way
Yeah,
back
yeah.
downstairs to try it.
And you're going to drink a mouthful of it?
Yes, I.
You may slake a hunger.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I might drink more.
If you would like to, go on ahead.
I'm doing it.
That is. I don't think it would actually.
It may come back to bite me
because
in the butt. However, It's just like,
It's kind of tasty, actually. That little lemon flavor to it.
why does it taste refreshing?
It's the weird lemon taste, right? It's a little funny in there.
Like, I was feeling all kinds of just anxious and hangry earlier, and I feel
Oh,
better.
that's what was going on. Okay, well, cool. Glad you're doing better, for sure.
I might still need a bit of time to just relax a bit, but that definitely better.
That won't do shit for me because it's a human heart. I can't. That's drink up for the rest of you. You know what I'm saying?
How big is this container?
Oh, it must be.
Did you bring the container or just the heart? Like, are you snacking on it like an apple?
It's probably 20 gallons.
Softy, I might just I might just pull this container off the wall and bring the rest of this with me.
You gonna take your
Amazing.
20-gallon big gulp with you?
Use it as a straw.
Yes.
It's a big gulp.
Strength
It
and
is a
strength
massive, giant strength and strength
to pull this thing off the wall.
Hey, listen, we get back to the restaurant. Maybe Chef could whip it up into something. You can
Heck,
have
at
yourself
this
a fancy
point, I
fucking
already
meal.
slaked my hunger, so I'm gonna rouse and
This feels worth it.
And that adds an extra 2, right? Right.
With your blood potency.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, this is not clicked that far into the wall. A legitimately good strong pull is enough to dislodge this. You are now holding a slight metal base, most of the glass container, and part of basically a compression lid. And I will allow you to be able to pull the compression lid back over and reseal it.
Over the shoulder, I now have a blood keg, and I am more satisfied than I should be. All right.
I live. I'd love to see it. Good. Yeah, so once everybody's done doing their thing, just a very quick peruse. Do I see anything that might be Dolly's in here? Like a leftover fucking mask, leftover clothes, any shit that might be hers in here? In the building itself.
Oh,
Or would I have
outside
to go
of
into one of those
outside of the
rooms?
lab?
Yeah, or like would I have to go into one of those rooms? Like what,
Yeah, if
What's
you wanted
the-
to search
what's the
part of the
vibe?
house.
Can I get a common sense roll from the ST if that's worth it?
Common sense says maybe?
Oh, I hate that. Damn it. How many windows are on the outside of this fucking house?
2.
Okay. Can I see those windows from where I'm standing inside the house right now?
No.
Or are they in those rooms?
They look into the rooms on either side of the front door.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside. If I see a rake, a shovel, something, a chair, I'm gonna try to break this fucking window. If it doesn't, open. I would like it to be broken. I'll punch it if I have to. I just want to get into.
I'll let you find something like a rake or an old rusty shovel if you want to slam it through the window.
I do. I don't think it matters. We're about to burn this place to fucking tinder, so I'd like to do that. Yeah.
Fair.
I'm actually gonna go and grab the car and bring it here.
Wise.
So you can set it
I
and
toss
run.
you the keys. Yeah, I toss you the keys.
Yeah, essentially dropping the road flare, the trail to the house, and us getting out.
Yeah, skedaddling. But yeah, I will toss Chef the keys and say to the others, if you guys want to go follow him to the car, go ahead. I just need to check something real quick. And I pick up a shovel and fucking bink one of the windows.
You are able to easily smash the window. It is very old, single pane glass. It's not standing up to anything.
Wonderful. Yeah. I want to peek through to see if I find anything of interest of Dolly's.
Looking into this front room, you will find that it is at least set up like a very lovely, like, sitting room. There is a middle table in the center, set up for like what looks like a tea party. There are frillies on all the couches, and everything's a little bit too pink or mauve. There is a mannequin in the corner that's wearing basically what looks like a Lolita dress. And most disturbing of all, in 3 of the 5 seats around the table, there are what appear to be nearly mummified people, with how long they have been sat in the open air.
Disgusting. Cool. Okay, and you said there's 4 bodies?
3 bodies.
3 bodies, my bad. Okay. Are they dressed in a particular way? Like I'm talking like a time, like a time period.
Well, over-exaggerated Victorian. It's not actually Victorian era clothing. It's like Lolita fashion or extreme style stuff. Far more modern than anything else.
Okay. She's going for a certain appeal here, for a certain aesthetic, or maybe Vincent is weird. Cool. So, other than the sort of tea party situation that's occurring here, anything else? Any, notebook or dried vitae in the teacups? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's it looking like?
There actually is dried vitae in the cups.
Okay. So she was playing house in here. She was having a dollhouse moment. Got it. Okay. Creepy ass bitch. Yeah, I fucking search the bodies real quick, make sure they don't got nothing on them that I can't take. And then I will piece out to the other window, break it, slide in there, see if there's anything interesting. I'm trying to be as quick as possible.
This one is a lot more mannequins. There are no bodies in here, but this one is set sort of like a 70s style club lounge. Another scene is built in here. You get a very dollhouse vibe from all of these rooms.
Makes sense. Yeah. A dollhouse. I guess in a ways I'm trying to piece together like these sort of dollhouse rooms that she's made scenes out of. Am I getting the vibe of this is just like random points in her life that she like enjoyed the aesthetic, or is it like no, these are representative of something, these are representative people, an experience that she had? You know what I mean?
I don't think you'd be able to glean that, but you know that the dollhouse aesthetic here, along with just Dolly's kind of very shifting and changing attitudes of what she enjoys, this is probably just aesthetics over anything else.
Nothing but a bunch of fucking rocks rolling up in that head. Okay. And I will ease the fuck out and head towards the car.
So, I assume you all are basically going to set up with the gasoline and then yeet the flare and go?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. You're muted.
Do we want to tell Vincent that Anton burned down the place?
Yes.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
From up on the roof. Oh, come on. We don't have to say anyone burned it down. Just let it burn. And like standing on the roof, looking down at you guys, is Anton. He never appeared to leave. He's simply just standing up there.
You piece of shit. I told you to let me look at the fucking books. You're muted, by the way, Miss Hearts. You're muted. Go on.
I say to him, well, if you wouldn't have been so insufferable.
I know you're mad. I get it. I'm a dick. I'm sorry. But I kind of have to be. I'm under a promise. And look, I gave you the book.
After you tore out 10 to 15 pages.
Now hold on. I didn't tear those out. The person who came to get
Who did? Right, who's that?
Oh, I wonder who's strong enough to get through and who is son. Wow, really?
Yes,
I'm
give me
friends with Max.
Cool, wonderful.
One of the nights.
Was it Max?
To hear you.
No.
Just needed to hear you say it.
I'm just literally. He's staring at Andre. Who the fuck do you think came to get me?
Me, player, no fucking clue.
Well, yeah. As Andre, you are aware that it's one of those ones where you may not immediately think of it because he does not use them often. But Raphael has shown the ability to use Oblivion. And given the dots he's putting together of I'm friends with Max, i.e. one of the knights, the idea is that another knight came to get him.
Raphael?
I can't.
Yeah.
Fucking.
With like speaking on this, Anton jumps down off the roof, kind of rubs the back of his head. Look, I know you guys are getting the fucking runaround, and I'm really sorry. You guys don't deserve that shit. But there's a lot of complicated things going on right now.
I'm gonna hold my hand out.
Why don't you take a ride and tell us about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my hand out for the flare. I'm just staring at this man like, I would like to shove this up your ass, but I'm not gonna. So yeah, I grab the flare, ready to toss. Light and toss. Get in the fucking car.
So why don't you get in the car and we'll talk about it on the ride.
He leans over, looks at the house, goes. I'm sorry, you were saying get in the car and we'll talk about it to Anton?
Mm-hmm.
All right. He leans over, looks at the house, goes, yeah, I don't think I have time to hotwire and steal Vincent's truck, so I'll take a ride.
Once he's in the car, then I will light flare and toss on the sort of little trail of gasoline that leads to the house so that it can burn. And we make a tree and we get the fuck out of there, So.
Well, when you all get into the car, before you interrogate Anton, as it were, we are going to actually take a break. Alright, everybody, we're back. OBS fights me every day of my life. When we left off, you all were in the car, headed home with an extra individual in tow, Anton, who I assume is in the back seat. Everyone may decide where they are in the car. I think this is a longer car, so if you want him all the way in the back, I guess he can be back there.
Passenger seat.
Passenger seat. Oh, you want him within arm's reach?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Oh.
Or
No. I'm saying I'm in the passenger seat. He's probably in the
His in
just
the
a regular
middle.
back seat, squished
He's
between
in the
Edith
middle.
and.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in that
Yeah.
awkward.
He's in that
middle.
awkward
Seat
middle.
on the hall.
The cat's on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's
alternatively,
that-
like, is there third tier of seats?
I don't know
In
how
this
long this car
particular-
is. Is that kind of car with the third?
There's two sets. There's two sets, yeah. So you have the initial back seat and then
Then
the part that folds down. Yeah, the backpack seat folds down, so it's like lots of trunk space, but if you pulled it up, there'd be another set of seats there.
I think he'll sit.
Oh, I'll go ahead and sit. I'll sit in the back there and just stick my boots right on next to his head, just to be extra obnoxious.
Oh yeah, he will lean away as you all may ask him anything while you are driving.
I'll just sit next to him, petting my cat, just staring.
Okay, all right. So Raphael came to get you, but couldn't bother to say fucking hello. For 15 pages in a red fucking book. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah. Fuck, I can't. Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, I have like so many questions. I don't know which to ask first. I will look in the sort of to my pack, leave the floor open for them to ask questions first.
And so you're friends with Max. Stop it. And that was his book that you just let pages get stolen from.
Look, I think, and he looks back at Andre. I think you can agree. When Raphael wants something, you don't say no. Didn't really have a lot of options.
Unless you got one of the other knight shields. And you said you were a friend of Max, right?
I can't call
Right?
on that.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. It's complicated.
Oh.
Then
Or just-
uncomplicated, then, yeah? Yeah?
We're in complicated relationships with knights because that bodes well. Okay. Okay. So just so that I'm clear on what's happening here, you took the opportunity when you found out that we were going into the house to go into that house to get a thing you were supposed to get for Max anyway, this notebook, right? That you can't tell us what's in the notebook. Raphael comes, snatches you up, snatches the 15 pages, and you think Max is just gonna be like, it's all good?
Oh, he's gonna beat the
Because he
shit out
sent
of
you.
me.
Yes, he will. I will be surprised if you are alive tomorrow, but
Oh, I'll be alive. Don't worry about that.
we'll see. There's still time in the night. Okay.
What?
I need answers. Okay, because I've been roped into something. Me and my pack have been roped into something that we haven't been given information on, and I personally am not fucking comfortable with that. So, their options are: let us know what was in the pages, or you end up on the menu. That's your option. That's what you're looking at.
I know it's pointless to ask, but I can't get that as a request and not a threat, can I?
No. It's threat.
It's about right. God, why is our populace like this?
I would have given you the fucking book back if you had let me look at it when you first grabbed it. I would
Look,
have given it back. I just wanted to look.
all right. Fuck it. Max is already gonna beat the shit out of me. You want to know what was in the fucking book?
I do. Please tell me.
Notes between me and Max.
Oh, like love letters, or are we talking notes between you two? What are we saying here?
You know what? Let's
And
go with.
why would Dolly have it?
You were in there longer. You saw the box, didn't you? One of you had to have seen the fucking box.
I saw a bunch of things in there.
Yeah,
Bunch
Yeah,
of
what
creepy
about it?
shit.
they belong to
Mhm.
all of them. All of us. Dolly steals things. She takes them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Whole box
Okay,
was
so
trinkets
those
she
are-
stole from other people.
Okay, so those are her little trophies. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll admit, kind of was lying to you.
No shit.
Max didn't
Yeah.
send me to get the book. I
No shit.
wanted the book. My job was, eventually, as what I was told, eventually, I needed to burn that building down. But I knew the book was in there.
So, what we're looking at here is you of your own volition lied, said you were doing a favor for the night, for one of the nights. You get into this house without help. You take the fucking book. You don't share what was in the book, other than that it's some fucking love notes between you and Max. To which gets taken from you by Raphael anyway. And
Mhm.
luckily you
Oh, did
had
that really
it
happen, or was that
for him.
another lie?
No, that actually
Right.
happened.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm still
What?
going to get my ass beat. But it's
Mhm,
actually
you
because
are.
I let his brother take it.
Right. And you know what? You deserve it, to be honest, because that was the messiest shit. You could have just said, hey, I need to grab a fucking book in there. It's got some notes between me and Max. And we would have been like, sure, no problem. I told you you would not leave empty-handed.
I know. Look, it's... I haven't... It's been hard. Okay? I've been stuck with that fucking pack of crazies for the past 5 years.
He says it's been hard.
It's been hard. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, the dramatics, really, it's beautiful. You should have been an
It's-
actor.
Is your sire Dolly?
Ugh. Absolutely not.
And your life's been real hard.
I just put a gentle hand. I just put a gentle hand on Shep because I'm like,
He,
this man
as you
can
say
throw a
that,
knife to the back of that car.
you do sort of see his face kind of like go. It dawns on him, and he goes, "That's why they wanted you to go to the bell." Oh, I see.
What do you
I
see?
need a lot less vague and a lot more
That-
fucking detail.
Right. Sorry. Didn't mean to be vague.
Mhm.
I meant that was what they were giving you. I was trying to figure out why you all were at that place. It's because they were giving him the option to go kick Dolly's fucking ass.
That's not
It
what they were
wasn't.
giving me.
No.
Is that not why they
That's
led
not-
you to the information?
No.
No, they really didn't give us jack shit. Except her creepy little fucking dollhouse. That's what they gave us. Her creepy ass dollhouse with her little fucking weird experiments and a bunch of fucking stolen shit that she took from you and the knights. So, you know. We weren't given anything. Except you. We were given you. So you can understand my disappointment.
There's
Right?
when you say though we were given you, there's a legitimate moment where his face goes stoned, like stone cold, and he just leans his head back and just looks at the ceiling of the car. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Mhm.
That's where we are.
Hmm. I don't want to be here. I would prefer open, honesty, clear communication, A lot less attitude and a lot less vague. That's what I would like. Because again, my pack has been brought into something without being given any details just because people feel like it. And I don't fucking appreciate it.
Okay. Can I ask a favor if I just tell you the truth? The actual truth. Can I just ask one favor for it?
What is your favor?
Just don't tell Max, Richard, Gabriel, Raphael, any of the 4 that I told you.
Done.
Okay. What's going on here is, in their own kind of twisted way, a mix of a gift and a test. And I'm not being vague here, I'm not actually certain what's happening. But something is happening within this year. The Knights know it's coming. And it's not something we can deal with. It's something a lot bigger. And from what I can tell, they are reaching out to those they think are, I guess, safe. I think it's just anyone who's not loyal to Asher. I hate to use the "you've been chosen" idea, but I honestly think that's what's going on.
Are they recruiting for a coup?
Maybe? I'm not actually sure. Like, really, I'm not. I haven't actually been able to talk to Max in 5 years. I haven't seen Raphael in 5 years until he dragged me out of there, which I wasn't expecting.
Did they
Are
put
they-
you there?
Huh?
I'm sorry. Chef, go ahead.
Are they working with Dolly for this test?
No.
Okay.
That's something I know. They fucking hate her. We all did. Dolly broke way too many rules.
There's a comforting squeeze to Chef's shoulder. Like, it's gonna be...
Which rules?
There were rules that the Knights existed by that they thought Lord Asher upheld, but when Dolly was part of us, she really wasn't. She was lying. She was on her own. She's independent. She's played the tower, she's played us, she's played everybody. And she did stuff to Raite and other things. She played with stuff she's not supposed to. She has, or is a part of a pack now, I think. I don't know everyone in it, but I know what they're doing is something sketchy. And it's got something to do with Lord Asher.
Are you versed in Raite and blood sorcery?
No, that's more Max's ideas. Well, not the blood sorcery part, but Raite, yes.
Do you want us to bring you straight to Max, or should we offer you hospitality?
Given that Raphael likes to gloat the fact he took that book means Max already knows, I
Right.
probably
So
should
you
walk
go.
in there. Ugh.
I'm gonna give you this opportunity because you're gonna get your ass beat. You might get killed. Depends on how Max is feeling. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to do a sort of last confession. What were those notes about? Don't just say
It's-
stuff between you and Max.
kind of crosses his arms and just like puts his head down a little bit, like he's just uncomfortable. They were back when me and Max were people. Different people. Mortal.
That book wasn't old enough for that.
Back when you were food?
Yes, back when we were food. And I
Don't
know
we
the
have that
book,
item?
I know the book didn't look old enough for that because the book was mine. I rewrote the notes. I know we're not supposed to keep things from back then, but I didn't think it mattered since me and Max were still the same. So I kept them.
Do we still have that item for Max?
Oh yeah, we do. And I will pull out from my bag the box that has the ring in it. Just look familiar. And I open it.
His eyes get big as hell. I thought that was... The fuck did you get that?
Under a church that Dolly was in.
She fucking stole it? I thought that thing fucking burned.
Are you surprised?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dolly, you just said she kept a whole fucking box of shit in the place we just torched.
So you give back Max this ring and let him know we're the ones that gave it to him. I think he'll probably ease up on a punch or two, right?
Let's hope so.
Maybe.
Maybe. But no matter what, I'll do whatever you want for that ring. You actually got me.
I will hand over the box with the ring to Anton.
He takes the box, and it's like the most delicate. Like, this man is kind of gruff, bigger. He's collected, but big game girl man. This is the most delicate way of holding this box. And he just kind of brings it to himself, like, looks down at it, rubs a thumb over the top of it.
Yeah. You let Max know where that came from. And you're honest with me, and I think we can agree that that's a fair trade for your future cooperation, right?
Yeah. I think it's a fair trade.
Excellent.
You should know. Same place we found that book. Oh, I'm sorry. That ring is where we found a book. Dolly seems to have been recopying her own set of notes. You might want to although I'll be surprised if he doesn't already know, Max aware of that. She had all kinds of things that she was keeping.
Knowing them, they probably know at least most of it. I think they just wanted a second pair of eyes.
She's still obsessed with Asher. So whatever they're planning on doing, know that she's hot on his ass. So
she's also in his bed.
Still?
Yeah. You saw the family tree, didn't you?
Okay. I'm driving, looking out on the road. Mm-hmm. Yes, I fucking did. Okay.
Yeah, no, she made her way back in. Killed her way there, but she did it.
Well, no wonder that they're testing people and they're trying to... Okay.
Trying to kill the Archbishop's paramour.
Yeah. Okay. This is a lot. I'm gonna really hope that me going to Max just ends this charade and they just tell you the truth.
I would appreciate it. I like working, knowing all the details. I know my pack produces its best work when we all know what the fuck is going on.
I think Asher's just got the most scared.
I think there's a thought that. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you can finish that. A thought.
I think that there's like this thing in Nexus that is like disgusted with their fear because we're Sabbat. So it's like, what the fuck are you scared of? You know, like, are you about it or not? So yeah, there is, I think, just like the little bit of disgust that is on Nexus's face.
He definitely notices it as he's like, "Don't make that face. If you had to watch 100 K-Knights die in a single night, you'd be scared too."
Oh, look, it's you stop. I fucking stop in front of the Max's gate. Because I will not say out loud that I would love nothing more than that, but I just fucking stop the car.
Okay, well.
Block, you know, when the punches start coming, block your face.
No.
It's a pretty face.
If he wants to hit me, he hits me. I accept it.
Well, okay. It's just like maybe there's a safe word. I don't know. Just, yeah.
If I do get to see you guys again, you're not really that bad. Pretty chill.
No, we're the best.
Mm-hmm. Aw, how sweet.
Let's hope. And he carefully shuts the door, and you just watch him kind of calmly. He walks up to the gate, and he walks up to where there's like a keypad for it, right? Taps it.
Yeah.
And you can watch him. He doesn't say anything. He just taps this. And you don't know if there's maybe a camera that can see him, probably. Gate opens up, and he walks and trudges up the thing, and you can see in the not too far of a distance, but up, Max's driveway, the front door flies open, and you see the light spilling out, and he just trudges over like he's trudging to his execution. And you can see Max's smaller frame like in the doorway.
I just, do a nice slow K turn out of the driveway.
It's like when a teenager misses curfew.
Yep, and knows that they're about to get their ass whooped. I make a show of that K turn, most perfect K turn you've ever seen to get the fuck out of the driveway. And then we head back to the restaurant, to the Marrow.
Head back to the Marrow. You all have made it back safely. Is there anything you'd like to discuss with each other?
Yeah, sure. Just to lay it all out. Once we're in there, Nexus looks at them and says, "Okay, so possibly coup. How do we feel? Are we for it? We against it?
Was the Dolly bitch?
Oh, she's dead. She's fucking. That's goes without saying.
No, and apparently she's still sleeping in his bed.
Yes.
I just. It's probably why she's moving the way she is. She knows she can. She has his favor.
I like Raphael. I like Max. This Asher fucker sleeping with the bitch? Fuck him.
Right.
Fuck him like he fucks the whore. No.
Nexus isn't laughing. It's just me laughing. Nexus is nodding along. Like, absolutely, I agree. Right. Okay.
I'm dead.
I'm sorry, Softy.
Okay. So,
No, what do you want?
I want her dead. I don't give a fuck about Asher. Truly. I don't like this these knights being afraid of Asher. That shit's fucking weird to me. Like, what are we doing?
I'm not.
Are we Sabata or are we not?
Not on the knight's side, but I'm sorry. I'm not on Asher's side, but I'm not on the knight's side.
Right. The way I feel about it is I'm not going to be fucking cannon fodder for whatever weird family problems they got. However, if playing along gets me access to the bitch, then I could bring her here. We do what we do. And then, the rest is whatever. But I'm not.
We don't have to choose a side.
No.
Our side is anti-Dolly.
Exactly. So, we do what we can to get her. Everything else, that's on them. They want to stage a coup, they do it on their own. But we are not going to be used for whatever their plans are. Understood? Good.
Sounds good.
Well, then I feel great about it. Okay. That fucking body shit and the heart and the fucking the little can, you still got that. That was fucking weird. I don't know how I feel
I'll
about
literally pat the can I put in the small little seat right beside me. Like, you bet your ass I got this can.
That's a whole ass human heart that was 2 times its size. I don't know. Very strange. I checked out those other rooms in the house. It was a literal dollhouse. She had bodies playing Tea Party.
Yeah, well, that's odd.
She's
But
unwell.
I mean, aren't we all though?
It's. I don't have the words to say what I would like to say. I have a question very quickly.
Yes.
In my, and this is sort of twofold question of both to ST and to Chef. In seeing the dollhouse rooms, anything of that ring, as things maybe Chef has told me he's experienced or been on the receiving end of?
Yeah.
For
sure.
Yeah. Dolly does this consistently. It's in different places, but when she has her dolls collected, she enjoys playtime.
I would say I would have been there for a month as a human before I was turned.
Okay. So I say, I talk about how there was like mannequins and fucking bodies and shit like that, but it looks like only dead bodies. It didn't seem like there was anything else going on there. So
They're all burned up if there was anything else.
when I look at the list of locations that we have, there's one more in London, yes?
Yes. The last one is in London.
But that's the prince's place.
Yeah.
Yes, that is where Lord Asher is located.
Ugh, okay. Yeah, I think if anything, because I know we have like copies of stuff, I think it would be just to like display the stuff we got so we all know what's going on.
When we put everything on the table, I add the 2 notebooks that I took too.
What's this?
notebooks that Andre didn't, or not Andre,
Anton.
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 Too many names.
And names. The two notebooks that Anton didn't take.
Huh. I would like to peruse them, please.
And if I'm correct, one of them was a ledger that is just titles and seemingly Dewey Decimal system numbers. And the other one appears to be like a little black book where it's names, phone numbers, and then every so often they're crossed off.
Does the handwriting look feminine or masculine?
In both of them, one of them it's not so much feminine as it is just very clean and precise. That's the like book ledger one. The other one, it's flowery, but you can tell the person is maybe feminine, but a little messy. Nothing super flowery like you've seen before on Dolly stuff.
Okay, so these belong to somebody else. Cool. And then so I mean, my mind when I see Dewey Decimal System, I'm thinking the library. Like quite literally fucking what's his face's name? Place.
That would be Gabriel.
Yes, Gabriel. I mean, as I'm looking at it, do any of the like titles for those books seem particularly interesting?
Some of them
Everything
seem
I'm
like
looking at?
pretty regular titles. You know, flipping through it, like, all right, these are definitely encyclopedias, or this, you don't know what this one's about, but it's got, you know, geography or some shit in the title.
Is it like instructions for the Rite to be mixed with like science and like other things?
No. And this does not look like the same writing that Dr. Tanner had.
Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking Dr. Tanner. Okay.
Any of the books
So
that seem maybe odd, there's a lot in the lists that are occultic in nature. Talking about demons, angels, blood, things like that. So there's definitely a lot of occult books in this set. Probably a little more than most libraries would have.
Demons, angels, and blood. Okay. I will make a sort of mental note on that. And then the other one you said was like a black book, so a list of names. Any names that we would recognize? Like as a group, to sort of between us, the people we know.
Andre might recognize the names. Trying to think of what, I can't remember what a memory test is. Like being able to remember something.
Raw intelligence or double intelligence?
Intelligence resolve.
I think it might be intelligence resolve.
Intelligence resolve is a good one.
Yeah, do int resolve. There's a lot of names here.
Yeah.
Still at the -2, or are we good on that for right now?
No, you're fine.
Okay. 3
Not bad.
successes?
Yeah, you don't got a full memory of it, but there's at least a couple names on there you do recognize, and they're all the crossed off ones. They're all crossed off. They're names that you joined in hunts for with Raphael. All of were mortals. A lot of them were, criminals or, people who weren't going to be missed. Generally, they are hunted or collected for later. But all these names, you had you have a hit list that is tend to be given out, and that's sort of the thing, When you join in the hunts, sometimes you are given your own.
Wait. Is this one of our hit lists, or is this like a personal? Sorry, just like legit hit list, or like a personal hit list?
If
Modified.
it's as you look through it, it's definitely built like one of your hit lists. It's just way bigger. Like, this book has pages after pages. And a lot of the ones in the
Like
beginning,
this-
like, it keeps being crossed off, almost all of them crossed off, and then finally it gets to some of the names that aren't.
Is this
Is this?
Raphael's?
I don't know. It's certain someone of the hunters doing this. It might be Raphael's. With the other
I mean,
things that she stole?
She's taking things that are important to all the knights. First, this fucking ring with Anton. The book would be important to Gabriel, right?
With
The notes to which Raphael stole, he took out of that fucking book. The ring,
would have
the
been
fucking...
the thing that Max would have wanted. Or
Exactly.
Anton.
This makes me think that they're not working together.
No, they're not.
Well, not entirely. They're whatever.
Mayhaps
I-
they
They're a
have some...
coterie.
Right. Look, they have similar interests. That much is clear. But they don't want fucking Max, right? He doesn't want Raphael to have the notes between him and Anton. They were personal, sentimental. Gabriel destroys the book of the family tree, right? That Raphael sent us to fucking get. Because he's got his own fucking copy. But he destroys it because he doesn't want anyone else to have it. So, again, they have the same goals, but they're not working together. Because this isn't how you work together. It's a little game they're playing, and Dolly has all the pieces. It's very strange. Who is actively sleeping with their dad? So, I'm willing to put some money that this black book is Raphael's.
How full is the book?
Probably about 3/4 of the way full.
3/4 of the way full? And how, like, what, half the names are crossed off at this point?
Yeah, about that.
But the ones, like the ones that are crossed off are ones that I helped hunt. Not long ago, right?
Yeah. All the people you recognize are already crossed off, and you've already helped in hunts with them.
She stole this relatively recently, then.
She somehow got close enough to Raphael, and because I can't imagine that he leaves this out on the fucking end table next to his bed. She got close enough to him to take it.
No, I can 100% think he would leave this on the end table next to his bed.
Oh, okay. He's
Oh,
not
man.
the type to put his hit list under the pillow.
Coming from a man's weave.
He is a wonderful, delightful man. I will not say he is the most security conscious person of the four.
Well, okay, so she nabs this from him, nabs the ring from Gabriel. I've already had this notebook from Anton, notes from a doctor,
That's
whatever else we
Yeah.
found in there. She's just been collecting this shit on and on.
and I think I'm gonna call Max.
You're going to call Max.
I'm telling my coterie this. Okay.
Why are you?
He might be a little busy.
No, I know, but we have important information, and also he's put aside this whatever this is. We need to get him on board, and basically, set up a meeting with all four people at once, so we can tell them everything and quit playing these stupid games.
We set that meeting up for a time after we've all rested, we've all fed, so everybody is on their
Yes.
fucking, P's and Q's.
Are you
But I agree, we should call them.
going to call Max tonight?
I will call Max. Yes, right now.
So you go, type in the number. It is the number for Max's home. So when you call, an individual answers, a young woman, basically going, Beauregard residence. How may I direct your call?
Yes. I know this. I know that he is busy right now, but this is important enough to interrupt him.
You wish to speak to the master of the house, then?
Correct.
All right. I'll leave you on hold a moment. I will endeavor to go speak to him. And you are, kind of left on her hold for a moment. And
What's the whole music?
Yeah, I was about to ask. What's playing? What's popping?
it is... I cannot think of good hold music yet.
Does he have trash taste in hold music?
Does he have trash taste in hold music? You know what? Because I like the
Roll
memes and the
for
fact
music.
he lives in a mansion. It's Moonlight Sonata.
Beautiful. Trash. Absolute trash.
Alright.
Beautiful song, but
Trash
it's the
taste.
fact that it's coming from him.
yeah.
It's instantly trashy.
You're probably on hold for like maybe 5 minutes. And phone gets picked up. Yes, what is it?
Hello.
Chef. It's you, isn't
Yes. It is me.
it? So you in Nexus's car? Dropping off someone?
Yes. Dropping off the undesirable luggage. We have a lot of information, and things are worse than probably even you know. I'm speaking to you, pack priests to pack priests. Please get your pack together and stop fighting 4 separate battles. I'm gonna hang up.
You're just gonna hang up?
Love. You love it.
There was no superiority. It was like truly.
Oh no, yeah. It's just I can't get the fact you hung
sincerely.
up. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Click.
You Well, you aren't called back.
I
But I'd
didn't expect
say
so.
as the night goes, about 30 minutes later, right before you guys really should be heading to bed, the sun is coming. Nexus, you're gonna get a text message from Richard,
Mm-hmm.
and it just
I'm-
gives a location. The address is Max's house, and it is a time, and it just says, "Forgive my brothers, but Max and I understand. Please, let's meet."
The urge to be an absolute bitch about this is so strong, but I simply, with all the grace and class of an adventure anti-tuber, I simply say, "See you then," and I will have sent out like a sort of message to my. I'm assuming we're all pretty much in the same place still. I basically let you guys know it's on. We have time. We have date. We have location. And then I do say to Chef, well, looks like you scared the shit out of them because he's over here
No, I
asking
didn't.
forgiveness. And the best bits.
Wait, reconnection successful. Hold on.
Oh,
Yo.
Back.
Hey, yo.
Are we back?
We in?
are we back?
Hey.
I wonder what
Oh
they
my lord.
missed.
All right, sorry about that. Streaming. This is what happens on your live stream. Damn, OBS said no. Okay. Good to know. All right, sorry about that. Best bit. I am not actually certain because that notification that it's delayed is very delayed on my end, so I'm not sure how much that got cut off. I'm very sorry, Nexus.
Okay. Well, We'll just say then, very quickly, that Nexus received that message from Richard. Yeah, from Richard.
Yes.
We were classy in our response of "see you then." We let the pack know the place, the location, the time. We have our plan. We're the anti-Dolly crowd. Everybody else can fuck off and do whatever they're gonna do. So long as we get what we want. And just that I think that they don't know who to trust because clearly they don't trust each other.
And
So. Mhm.
with that, everyone heading to bed this morning.
Mm.
And
I have something to take care of first.
Oh, yes, please. What do you need to take care of?
So I get back to the cafe, feed all the cats. Some of them get food, some of them get blood. And then I take Mr. Fluffkins and tell him what a good cat he was. And from here on out, he will be Sir Fluffkins. And I would like to make him my familius.
Your familius is now Sir Fluffkins.
Yes, he's been knighted.
You have the
This
knighted
is
Sir
a
Fluffkins.
momentous occasion, so we should institute the rite again,
Agreed.
the blood bond.
The momentous occasion we
Well, I
must
actually
be
did this
blood
after I got back, though. I'll tell everyone
Yeah.
tomorrow
bond.
about
Tell everyone
Yeah,
tomorrow,
the
and we'll
next-
set everything up.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's
The-
now knighted.
absolutely. That's how we'll
We
celebrate.
gotta break the
We-
good cup out.
Right.
Break out the
Right.
good
I
So
can
that
bring out
is.
the chalice.
That's
This
on
is
a-
going to be fun.
We get the message that it's now
Mhm.
Sir Fluffkins, and I'm like,
Yes.
okay. And so I pen into the schedule. There will be a re-up in the special glass.
We gotta have a good old rite to celebrate Sir Fluffkins' knighting.
We do. Absolutely.
Did we want to spice it up with some of the lemon?
I mean, I like lemon. That's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
How long did that stuff last?
Sloshing container.
With a good refrigerator? Probably a while.
Probably would be, in fact, be stashing it at the restaurant. You deal with that
Yeah, in the
sanitation as you will.
freezer.
But
Yeah. I imagine that Chef has like several freezers, a bunch that are meant for the restaurant and others that are meant for other things.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
with,
think Nexus will just as a final thing
Mhm.
check in with her people that she has out looking for Dolly. Have I ever heard of description of Asher?
I could do you one better. You have technically seen him. It was
in
not
the thing.
no in person.
Hmm.
There are events that occur in this city where all the Sabbat of the city go. Big events. Which the bishop for those, or the priest for those, is normally Max. That is his job. And he runs
Yeah.
the big events. And Asher
Yeah,
does
yeah.
make appearances at them. It's very rare. He does not stay for long. But the last time you ever witnessed this man, you remember he is, like, decently tall. Not dissimilar to you to have platinum blonde hair, but his obviously short, slicked back.
Mhm.
The best way to put it is he was definitely aged before he was turned.
Understood. Okay.
He's probably looks like a man in his, like, 45 to 50.
Okay.
Other than that, though,
Okay.
pretty damn good physique. Built,
Mhm.
obviously, like for,
Mhm.
45-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
The only other thing that I can say is very, 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 very scary with him. He, like many Sabbat, could not give a fuck if people know he's a monster. His eyes always look like eyes of the beast.
Oh, I love that. I mean, oh my god, fucking this guy. Anyway, fantastic. I will, with a brief description, send out to my people to also be just keep a lookout if you happen to see a little peep of this person, maybe likely hanging around Dolly. And I want them to be looking out. It's not so much as like they're still looking out for Dolly, but it's less about giving me a location of where she's at and more about, is she bringing things to him? You know what I'm saying? Like, is she traveling around with items that seem kind of weird? You know, a lot of boxes, bags, you know, stuff like that. So I want them less to tell me her location and more to tell me what is she bringing to him.
Yeah, they're given those orders. They understand.
Mm-hmm. And if they fail me, they'll end up on the menu. And that's
Of course. As always.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the last minute things that everyone like to do before you go to sleep for the morning? Chase, I believe you're muted.
You're muted.
I am muted.
Yeah.
I would like to check in with Julia and also slake some hunger.
Perfectly fine. I feel like at this point, Julia is definitely, finished cleaning up everything.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine your restaurant's probably not a breakfast restaurant. It probably doesn't open until well afternoon. Like, it's probably at most late lunch and dinner as a restaurant.
Late lunch and dinner.
And so, she's finished cleaning up. It's time for her to go to sleep. So you catch her right as she's done everything, counted everything, made sure everything's safe.
Yeah, so I'll grab the brush, and start cleaning next to her, and just kind of give a recap of, have her give me a recap of how the day's going, who I need to look out for, just whatever information needs to be transferred.
And she's very happy to inform you that, today was a good day. Everyone was actually on their game.
Yeah, then I was like, if that's it, then head out and I'll clean the rest and eat.
She nods, heads off, and she heads off to her smaller apartment that's pretty close by. And with that, everyone finishes their evening. We are going to end here for this evening. Okay, other than ABS trying to kill itself, thank you all for coming to watch. Thank you all for playing. I'm still checking OBS, trying to make sure it doesn't fall again while I do all this. I'm gonna go and say to everybody in order of most likely to punch Anton in the face. Next is, who are you and why do you exist?
The list is short. Hi guys. This is the thing that I do. This is why I exist. Hi. I do the TTRPG stuff. Obviously here every other Thursday I'm Nexus. But on Fridays I am also here for Oxford's Ashes where I play Acheron, and on Mondays in our Shadowrun game I play Morningstar, or Scales, as you more often hear me called. But I am also part of Lining Up Gaming, where we do this kind of stuff too. We do VTM, we do, one shots of like Morkborg and Hunter and all these other things. So if you're interested in taking a look at that stuff, head over to our YouTube channel and you can see all of our VODs. There is stuff we are filming currently to put out, and I will probably put an announcement at some point when it's getting closer to when that stuff will evacuate, but hopefully you'll enjoy it. You can find me all over the internet as the Risa Rave. I also do spicy content if you're into that sort of thing, but all that I ask is that you please be respectful, or else.
Alright, let's see. I'm trying to think of I believe in that section, Andre, who are you and why do you exist? I believe you're the second one who ran up the stairs.
Yeah.
Hello,
everyone. I am known everywhere on the internet as Lord Rodon. I naturally play Andre the Cow here on every other Thursday. I also play Cloudburst or Cloudy, our wonderful attempted problem solver, Shadowrun
He
games on
tries.
Mondays. Oh,
He tries so hard.
Uh, I'm occasionally out and about on Twitch on some of my other friendos' content, but by and large, don't do too much else other than that. And yeah. I didn't get to rip him limb from limb, but we'll see how that changes.
There's still time.
There is.
Still
There is.
Oh, goodness. All right. I don't have links. God, I forgot to get the links set.
It's okay.
You may put your own links if you wish. Chef, who are you and why do you exist?
Hello, I am Chase, or Black Coffee Chase. You can find me here playing Blood Price or at Lanyard Gaming, where I'm a storyteller and player. Also, like I said, you just grab the look of nod, you say Chase or Black Coffee Chase in it. I'll answer. Yeah, that's me.
Oh, wow, it's like me. You summoned me with a book. Shit. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
You spill the vitae on the book.
Yeah. You know, hum the name, say a few eldritch contations. Yeah.
And then, last but never least, Edith. Who are you and why do you exist?
Just because I won't punch him doesn't mean I won't put him in torpor and feed him to my cats.
Fair.
I am Ms. Hearts. You can find me just about anywhere as Ms. Hearts. If you are into burlesque or drag and are in the Austin area, you can see me at the Bat City Bombshells Tits or Treats on October 21st at Come and Take It Live. Or you can see me in drag at Bastrop Pride's Pretty in Pink show at, it's in my link tree. Somewhere in Elgin. I can't remember the name of the venue. It just changed yesterday. And I have more shows coming up as well. Also in November, if you follow me on any social media, you'll probably get annoyed because I plan to do NaNoWriMo this year. So I'll be posting about a lot of word counts. Otherwise, if you need graphic design or promotional products, go to gibopromo.com.
Thank you, my lovely players. I promise I will get those links done soon. I've been gone. I wasn't thinking.
You're doing.
I have been your Cosmic GM this evening. My name is Softhanomicon, here on Table of Horrors. I am currently running 3 of the games. Monday, I run Shadowrun. Here on Thursdays, so pulling an every other week type thing, we have Blood Price with my lovely people here. And next week, I am premiering the Monster Hearts 2e game, Return to Silence, which some of these lovely people have actually been on. And probably will also be on other episodes, because that's going to be a continuated series. Put my links in there. I also have my own channel. Oh, hold on. I am on Oxford's Ashes every other week, because when this game... Every other week, I am on Oxford's Ashes as Ebony. I'm finally coming back after being gone for a very long time. I have my own channel here on the Twitch. Currently, me, Daybreakathon, and our lovely Slippery and Nosferatu, who also are on this channel. Normally, we are playing Baldur's Gate 3 and acting like complete morons. We sat in a town for 3 hours, looking for someone's wallet.
It'd be like that.
Absolutely, it's great.
Yeah, it do.
I just finished an 80-hour game, so I totally understand.
Oh, this is gonna be a long day. It's a long time. On my own note, on my channel, I do games, obviously. I do artwork. I take commission. My commission prices are on Twitter. They're on the bottom part of my Twitch. Or hell, you can message me on Instagram or Twitter if you'd like. Pick your damn favorite. I have a Patreon where I'm making a coloring book, which is the Periodic Table of Monsters. Please support me there if you would enjoy to do that. Support all of the peoples here. I'm suddenly remembering to put the TOH thing in here. Holy shit, I remembered. We are going to go raiding on... Oh, goodness. Let's go raid Cause. Cosmic Cat Daddy. What's he playing? Well, I don't know what this game is called Plate Up, but I assume it's a time management game, and it kind of looks adorable.
It is. And it's great. It is and it is.
Yeah, we're going to go raid Cause, say hi to him. I'm going to call him words I can't say on Twitch. But lovingly and respectfully. Boop. But we cannot go until... Edith says the line.
Have a good night.